Sam's Club is raising its annual membership fees this fall.
That's right. This marks the first time there's a fee hike for the Walmart-owned retailer in 9 years.
Stop shopping at Sam's Club until you hear this, because what you don't know could quietly be draining more than $750 from your wallet every single year. And no, that's not some random scare number. That's the result of how the store is designed, how the prices are set, and how most shoppers move through the aisles without realizing what's really going on. It's calculated, it's intentional, and it's probably been happening to you every time you walk through those massive warehouse doors. Here's the good news. Today is the day that stops. In this video, we're pulling back the curtain on the 10 biggest secrets Sam's Club does not want you to understand. These aren't basic tips like make a list or don't shop hungry. These are cold, specific, money-saving tactics that can help you keep hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars in your pocket every year if you know how to spot the traps and flip them in your favor. And when we get to secret number 1, let's just say your cashback setup is about to start working overtime for you instead of for them. Before we dive in, take a second and subscribe to Frugal Finds for You so you don't miss any of the future videos where we expose the real money leaks hiding in your favorite stores and help you patch them up for good. Now, let's start with something that is literally in your face every time you shop at Sam's Club, but that 99% of people still don't actually understand. Secret number 10, the clearance code crackdown. Picture this. You're walking down the bulk aisle. You see a bright yellow clearance tag sticking out from the shelf. It catches your eye like a flashing warning light. The price looks decent. You pause. You start wondering, is this really a deal? Should I wait? Will it be marked down more next week? Let me stop you right there, because the answer is written right in front of you on that tag. If that price ends in 01, game over. That is the final markdown. No more discounts coming, no manager special, no surprise extra clearance. A price that ends in 01 or a label marked D1 means that the item is at its rock bottom price and is on its way out of the store for good. It's the retail equivalent of last call. Once it's gone, it's gone. Here's where it gets even more interesting. These deals rarely sit on big, flashy end caps with sale signs all over them. Most of the time, they're tucked away in the regular aisles, placed behind other products, or hiding in corners where only sharp-eyed shoppers will spot them. That's intentional. Sam doesn't want every single person to grab these items at the deepest discount. They're perfectly fine letting the most alert shoppers win and everyone else pay more or miss out entirely. Smart shoppers don't stand there and stare at a Z01 tag for 5 minutes. They don't walk away to think about it and come back later. They see that code, they understand what it means, and they move. Because the second you hesitate, the next person who understands the system can roll up, grab it, and check out while you're still debating. People have walked away from enormous savings, $100, $200 or more, because they weren't sure if that 01 price was the final price. Meanwhile, someone who knows the code tosses it in their cart without a second thought. So here's your new rule. If the price ends in 01, you move fast. You pick it up, you double-check that you'll actually use it, and if the answer is yes, you don't leave it behind. You pay, and you walk out smiling like you just pulled off a heist. Because in a way, you kind of did. Secret number 9, the rotisserie chicken illusion. The famous $4.99 rotisserie chicken. Golden skin, roasted aroma, feels like Sunday dinner in a plastic container. It looks like the perfect deal. Cheap, ready to eat, and big enough to feed a family. But here's the unseasoned truth. That chicken is bait. It's not there primarily to nourish you. It's there to hook you. That bird is one of Sam's classic loss leaders. It creates the feeling that you're getting a crazy bargain, that you're winning just by rolling it into your cart. But if you step just a few feet away to the raw meat section, you'll usually find the real power move. The same chicken, uncooked, same size, same source, without the added sodium-packed marinade, preservatives, or mystery juices sitting at the bottom. And when you actually compare price per pound, the raw bird often comes out cheaper. When you buy the rotisserie version, you're not just paying for chicken. You're paying for labor, packaging, seasoning, and convenience. That convenience tax doesn't seem like much when you're tired and hungry, but over the course of a year, it adds up. Now, to be clear, there's nothing wrong with grabbing the ready-made one if you're exhausted, pressed for time, or you truly need a hot meal on the table 5 minutes after you get home. In those moments, $4.99 can feel like a lifesaver. But if you're trying to shop strategically, the smarter move is to grab the raw chicken, bring it home, toss it into your slow cooker or oven, and season it the way you actually like. You get more control, more meat, usually a better price per pound, and fewer questionable ingredients. That's what leveling up looks like. The rotisserie chicken is the shortcut. The raw version is the real value. Secret number 8, how to shop without a membership. Here's a little secret that Sam's Club would prefer to stay quiet. You don't actually need a membership to shop there. No $50 annual fee, no card with your picture on it, no renewal date. There is a back door into the warehouse, and it's completely legit. It's called a one-day guest pass. With it, you can walk into Sam's Club, shop the aisles just like any paid member, and check out normally. The catch is simple. They add a small 10% upcharge to your total. That's it. No sales pitch at the entrance, no long-term commitment, no awkward join today conversation unless you want it. And it doesn't stop there. If you don't want to set foot inside the store at all, you can still use the same idea online. You can shop on Sam's Club's website as a non-member, add items to your cart, and check out. Again, they add that same small surcharge to your order, and you're done. You just bought in bulk without paying for the year. There are limits. You won't get access to member-only perks like discounted gas, certain services, or some deeper promotions. But for groceries, household supplies, paper goods, snacks, and even many electronics, the door is wide open. So the next time someone tells you, "I don't shop at Sam's because I'm not a member," you'll know that's not the full story. You'll know there's a perfectly legal, built-in workaround they're not using. Secret number 7, the markdown schedule. Timing is everything. If you've ever walked into Sam's Club and felt like you hit the jackpot one week, then came back another day and wondered why everything suddenly feels full price and underwhelming, that's not your imagination. That's the markdown schedule at work. Sam's markdowns don't roll out randomly. They follow a rhythm. If you want the serious savings on meat, baked goods, seasonal products, and certain big-ticket items, you need to align your shopping with their pattern instead of just showing up whenever. Let's go deeper, because this will completely change the way you shop there. Sam's markdown schedule isn't guesswork. It's more like a targeted strike. While most shoppers assume discounts appear whenever management feels like it, the people who really pay attention know that midweek and end of week are the key windows. Wednesdays and Sundays are the days you want to circle on your calendar. That's when Sam's Club typically moves product harder, marking down meats that are closer to their sell-by date, bakery items that need to move, seasonal goods that are being cleared out, and even select electronics or home items that are getting rotated out. We're not talking about shaving off 20 cents to make the tag look different. We're talking meaningful cuts. 10, 20, $50 off, sometimes more. Those are the markdowns that can slice your final total significantly if you show up at the right time. But here's the catch. You have to be early. Rolling in casually at 2 in the afternoon means you're likely walking into a battlefield that's already been picked clean. The members who know the schedule and take it seriously are in there soon after opening, carts ready, grabbing the best deals as soon as the stickers hit the shelves. By lunchtime, the prime items are gone, and what's left are full-price products and a few lonely markdowns no one wanted. Think of it like a treasure hunt, where the map is only visible to people who actually care enough to learn the rules. Imagine pushing your cart up to a case of ribeye that was almost $30 yesterday and is now marked down to roughly half that. Or spotting a television that was hundreds of dollars more just days ago, sitting there with a fresh markdown label waiting for someone who knows what day it is. This isn't luck, it's timing plus information. And once you understand that, walking into Sam's on a random afternoon without a plan will start to feel like throwing money away. Now, timing isn't the only area where people are missing out. Let's talk about one part of Sam's Club that sounds almost too good to be legal, but is completely real. Because secret number 6 is hiding in plain sight behind the pharmacy counter. You don't need a membership to use the pharmacy. None. Zero. Nothing. By federal law, Sam's Club's pharmacy has to be open to the public, and that's a detail they don't exactly blast on billboards. You can walk in, get prescriptions filled, and take advantage of lower medication prices without ever swiping a membership card. Here's why that matters. Their prescription prices are often lower than what you'd pay at major chains like Walgreens, CVS, or even some regular Walmart locations. In many cases, we're talking about dramatic differences. Certain generic prescriptions for just a few dollars, or significantly reduced prices on medications that cost much more elsewhere. Beyond that, they frequently offer free or low-cost health screenings, cheaper over-the-counter options, and the ability to line up your prescriptions so you can pick everything up at once instead of making multiple trips. For anyone on a fixed income or managing chronic medications, those savings add up quickly. But because this isn't widely advertised, most people stick with the pharmacy they've always used, renewing expensive plans and paying higher prices simply out of habit. They never realized they could have walked through a different set of sliding doors and paid far less without signing up for anything. Now that you know, you've got options. And we're not done yet. Secret number 5 is one of the most dangerous psychological traps in the entire warehouse, the loss leader scam. You know the routine. You tell yourself, I'm just going in for one thing. Maybe it's that same $4.99 rotisserie chicken, maybe it's a cheap slice of pizza from the food court, maybe a single item you need. 30 minutes later, your cart is overflowing with giant tubs of snacks, a 30-pack of batteries, a jug of pretzels big enough to double as furniture, and some random kitchen gadget you didn't even know existed this morning. Your total pops up on the screen, $300 and something. You blink and think, how did that happen? Here's how. The ultra-cheap chicken, pizza, or hot dog combo. At the front is a classic loss leader. Sam might actually lose money on those items. But they don't care, because those products aren't the point. Those items are the hook. They get you inside the building where the real game begins. Once you're in, you're surrounded by towering stacks of bulk products, giant packaging, and strategically placed displays. Free samples, bright packaging, seasonal setups, it's all engineered to keep you wandering, keep you curious, and keep you tossing just one more thing into your cart. This isn't random. This is retail psychology at work. But there is a way to win this game. You go in with blinders on. If you're going in specifically for a loss leader item, treat it like a mission. Walk in, grab the deal, and walk out. No extra laps around the store. No, just browsing. No, since I'm here anyway. Smart shoppers know that the real victory isn't the cheap chicken. It's walking past hundreds of temptations and leaving with exactly what you came for. Nothing more. Speaking of smart moves, secret number 4 lives in parts of the store most people never bother to visit: tires, glasses, and hearing aids. Secret number 4, the overlooked service departments. The front of Sam's Club screams groceries, snacks, and bulk staples, but tucked around the edges are some of the most underrated money-saving departments in the entire building. If you've never priced out tires, glasses, or hearing aids at Sam's, you might be missing out on some of the biggest savings available. Tires at Sam's can come in hundreds of dollars cheaper than what you'd pay at a dealership for the same or similar brands. We're talking about mounting, balancing, and sometimes even extra perks included. When you compare a full set of tires plus installation, the difference can easily cover your membership cost several times over. Same story with glasses. Frames and lenses that might cost a small fortune at boutique optical shops or big-name chains often ring up for far less through Sam's optical department. And hearing aids, one of the most expensive health-related purchases many people ever make, can also be dramatically more affordable through warehouse clubs than through traditional clinics or retailers. The interesting part? These departments are rarely hyped. There aren't giant banners reminding you to check them out. They sit quietly in the background while shoppers rush toward the snack aisles. And that's exactly why they stay such powerful hidden value zones. Most people simply walk past them, then pay double elsewhere. Just one big purchase in these departments, tires, glasses, hearing aids, can wipe out your membership fee and then some, but only if you actually know how to take advantage of them. Now you do. Let's move on to secret number 3, which is all about technology and a lot of people's favorite word, loophole. Secret number 3, the price match loophole. This one is simple and surprisingly powerful. If you find an item in the club and notice that the same product is listed for a lower price on Sam's Club's website, you can request that lower price right there in store. No forms, no waiting weeks, no complicated process. All you have to do is pull up the item on your phone, show the online price to the cashier or someone at Member Services, and ask for the in-store price to be adjusted to match the online price. As long as it's Sam's own website, samsclub.com, they can honor it. Most shoppers never even think to check. They see the shelf tag, assume that's the final word, and move on. Meanwhile, the online listing might be $5, $10, or even $50 cheaper. There is one important limitation. Sam's will only match their own website. They won't match Walmart, Amazon, or other retailers for in-store purchases, but that's okay because even their own internal price differences can be significant. So before you check out with a higher-priced item, especially electronics, small appliances, or big household purchases, take 15 seconds to search the product on your phone. That tiny habit can easily pay for lunch, or more. If you're still with me, you're already ahead of most shoppers. Now, let's talk about secret number 2, which lives entirely online and has nothing to do with bulk cereal or paper towels: travel. Secret number 2, the hidden travel deals. Believe it or not, Sam's Club is quietly beating some of the biggest names in the travel industry, and most members have no idea. Buried on their website is a full-blown travel portal that covers hotels, cruises, vacation packages, rental cars, and more. When you compare side by side, this portal can sometimes outclass familiar sites like Expedia or Booking.com. We're talking about families saving hundreds of dollars on vacation packages, deep discounts on hotel stays, and serious savings on cruises or theme park trips. In some cases, the difference between booking through Sam's versus a popular public site can be the cost of an extra night, an upgrade, or several meals on your trip. The wild part is how under the radar this is. There's no giant sign at the entrance saying, "Use your membership to save on vacations." Many members never click that little travel tab on the website at all. They pay full price elsewhere, not realizing their membership quietly includes access to exclusive travel rates. Once you know it's there, it completely changes the value of your membership. Your Sam's card stops being just about groceries and paper towels and starts becoming a tool you can use for flights, hotels, and getaways. All of this brings us to secret number 1, the ultimate cashback stacking hack. If you've made it this far, now we're stepping into advanced territory. This isn't just a single tip. This is a layered strategy that can completely transform how you pay for your Sam's Club trips. When you do it right, it can feel like Sam's is paying you to shop. Let's walk through it step by step. Step 1, use the Scan and Go app. You've probably seen the signs in the store or heard about it in passing, but if you're not actually using Scan and Go, you're missing out. The app lets you scan items as you shop and pay right from your phone. That means you skip the checkout lines, you skip the last-minute impulse buys near the registers, and you get a live running total of what's in your cart. That alone is powerful. Instead of getting blindsided by a huge total at the end, you're in control the entire time. You see your spending climb item by item, which makes it much easier to put something back if it doesn't fit your budget. Fewer surprises, fewer "how did it get this high" moments. Step 2. Use a cashback site or app, like Rakuten or similar platforms, before you shop online with Sam's. Many of these services offer rotating cashback bonuses, sometimes 1%, sometimes up to 8% or more, when you start your shopping session through their portal and then buy from Sam's. Some also sync with in-store or Scan and Go purchases when activated properly. That means you can stack your in-store shopping efficiency with additional cash rewards just for routing your purchase through the right channel. You're buying the same items you were already going to buy, but now some of that money boomerangs back to you. Step 3, pay with a good cashback credit card. Not just any card, but one that actually rewards warehouse club purchases or general groceries. Many major cards offer 2 to 5% back at clubs like Sam's, especially if you're using their own branded or premium cards. When you layer all 3 together, you get savings from smart shopping and timing, cashback or rewards from your portal, and more cashback from your card. That's 3 streams of value all flowing back toward you. Suddenly, that $500 stock-up trip feels more like a $470 hit when the dust settles, and that's before you even factor in markdown codes and travel deals. It's not about hacking the system illegally, it's about using the tools they've already built in, but in a way that benefits you instead of just them. And if you're enjoying learning how to flip the script like this, take a second right now to subscribe to Frugal Finds for You so you never miss future deep dives into other warehouse clubs, grocery chains, and big box stores. This is exactly the kind of edge we break down all the time. Now, let's zoom out and talk about the bigger picture. The bigger picture. If you've been nodding along through these secrets, if even one of them made you think, wait, nobody ever told me that, then you've already seen how tilted the game really is. Sam's Club, like every major warehouse retailer, runs on one simple principle. The less you understand about how they operate, the more money you'll hand over without even realizing it. From cheap chickens to pharmacy pricing, from tire deals to travel portals, from loss leaders to clearance codes, every department and every layout choice is designed with one goal: to increase what you spend, decrease how much you question it. But once you know the rules, everything changes. Now you can walk in armed with information instead of walking in blind. You can grab the chicken, which is actually the better value. You can use a one-day pass when you don't want the membership. You can show up on the right days at the right times to catch the real markdowns instead of the fake ones. You can get prescriptions at a lower cost without paying for the card. You can ignore the loss leaders and walk out with exactly what belongs in your budget, not what belongs in theirs. This isn't about being cheap. It's about being intentional. It's about understanding the game before the game uses you. It's about your money, your choices, and your control. So, here's your challenge. The next time you step through the doors at Sam's Club or any warehouse club, pause. Take a breath. Ask yourself, do I know what strategy is being used on me right now? And am I okay with that? If you've watched this far, the answer is that now you do know. And that puts you in a completely different position than most shoppers around you. Now it's your turn to share the knowledge. Drop your favorite Sam's Club tip or story in the comments below. Have you ever caught a crazy markdown? Have you ever walked in for one thing and walked out with a 3-digit receipt? I read through the comments, and your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. If this video helped you see Sam's Club differently, helped you find a few leaks in your budget, or gave you new ways to save, do me a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to Frugal Finds For You for more honest breakdowns that help you protect your wallet instead of padding someone else's profits. And if you're wondering what you actually should buy at Sam's Club, the items that really do beat name brands for a fraction of the cost, check out the next video in this series. We're going over the 10 best Sam's Club buys that can absolutely crush what you'd pay at regular stores. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss what's sitting at number 1. Thanks for watching, and welcome to the smarter side of shopping.